Which famous movie quote will always be timeless and always be relevant? If you look for the light, you can often find it, but if you look for the dark, it is all you will ever see. Uncle Iroh. It's possible to commit no mistakes and still lose. That is not weakness. That is life. Captain Picard. Edit. Removed an edit for editing purposes. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out. Saruman believes it is only great power that can hold evil in check. But that is not what I have found. It is the small everyday deeds of ordinary folk that keep the darkness at bay. Small acts of kindness and love. Why Bilbo Baggins? Perhaps because I'm afraid. And he gives me courage. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. John Connor, we're not gonna make it, are we? People. I mean. Terminator, it is in your nature to destroy yourselves. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It is a very mean and nasty place, and it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't how hard you hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you are because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. Get busy living or get busy dying. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. Ferris Bueller. Michael, my father is no different than any powerful man. Any man with power, like a president or senator. K. Adams, do you know how naive you sound? Michael, presidents and senators don't have men killed. Michael, oh. Who's being naive? K. A gold medal is a wonderful thing, but if you're not enough without it, you'll never be enough with it. Edited to original. The entirety of Charlie Chaplin's speech from The Great Dictator, but this paragraph in particular. Greed has poisoned men's souls. Has barricaded the world with hate. Has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives us abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical. Our cleverness, hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More that cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent and all will be lost. Truly amazing performance. We don't read and write poetry because it's cute. We read and write poetry because we are members of the human race, and the human race is filled with passion and medicine, law, business, engineering. These are noble pursuits and necessary to sustain life. But poetry, beauty, romance, love, these are what we stay alive for. Dead Poets Society. A strange game. The only winning move is not to play. With respect, Master Wayne. Perhaps this is a man that you don't fully understand either. A long time ago, I was in Burma. My friends and I were working for the local government. They were trying to buy the loyalty of tribal leaders by bribing them with precious stones. But their caravans were being raided in a forest north of Rangoon by a bandit. So, we went looking for the stones. But in 6 months, we never met anybody who traded with him. One day, I saw a child playing with a ruby the size of a tangerine. The bandit had been throwing them away. A rule. Because he thought it was good sport. Because some men aren't looking for anything logical, like money. They can't be bought, bullied, reasoned, or negotiated with. Some men just want to watch the world burn. Frodo, it's a pity Bilbo didn't kill him when he had the chance. Gandalf, pity? It was pity that stayed Bilbo's hand. Many that live deserve death and many that die deserve life. Can you give it to them, Frodo? Do not be too eager to deal out death and judgment. Even the very wise cannot see all ends. My heart tells me that Gollum has some part to play, yet for good or ill. Before this is over, the pity of Bilbo may rule the fate of many. Frodo, I wish the ring had never come to me. I wish none of this had happened. Gandalf, so do all who live to see such times. But that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. There are other forces at work in this world, Frodo. Besides the will of evil. Bilbo was meant to find the ring. In which case you also were meant to have it, and that is an encouraging thought. It's like in the great stories, Mr. Frodo, the ones that really mattered. Full of darkness and danger they were, and sometimes you didn't want to know the end. Because how could the end be happy? How could the world go back to the way it was when so much bad had happened? But in the end, it is only a passing thing. This shadow, even darkness must pass. A new day will come. And when the sun shines it will shine out the clearer. Those were the stories that stayed with you. That meant something. Even if you were too small to understand why. But I think, Mr. Frodo, I do understand. I know now. Folk in those stories had lots of chances of turning back. Only they didn't know it. They kept going. Because they were holding on to something. That there is some good in this world. And it's worth fighting for. That is one big pile of shit. Jurassic Park. In the beginning the universe was created. This has made a lot of people very angry and been widely regarded as a bad move. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Strange women lying in ponds distributing swords is no basis for a system of government. Supreme executive power derives from a mandate from the masses, not from some farcical aquatic ceremony. You cannot expect to wield supreme executive power just because some watery tart threw a sword at you. If I were to go round saying I was emperor because some moistened bint lobbed a scimitar at me, Thea'd put me away. Month Python and the Holy Grail. You keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means. Life is pain. Princess. Anyone who says differently is selling something. Always look on the bright side of life. Monty Python. Does he look like a bitch? Don't you realize? The next time you see Sky, it'll be over another town. The next time you take a test, it'll be in some other school. Our parents, they want the best of stuff for us. But right now, they got to do what's right for them. Because it's their time. Their time. Up there. Down here. It's our time. It's our time down here. That's all over the second we ride up Troy's bucket. Edit. Here is the whole scene. https://youtube.b/6nextleasfuck. The tone. The acting, the sound effects. The score. The nostalgia of having watched it every day for a year during my folks' divorce in '87. All make this a great fucking scene. So, I was sitting in my cubicle today and I realized, ever since I started working, every single day of my life has been worse than the day before it. So, that means that every single day that you see me, fat is on the worst day of my life. Be excellent to each other. Edit. My first silver and gold. Thank you. Kind people of Reddit. You have been most excellent to me. //o/1. 500 years ago, everybody knew that the earth was the center of the universe. 500 years ago, everybody knew that the earth was flat. And 15 minutes ago, you knew that humans were alone on this planet. Imagine what you're now tomorrow. Edit. This blew up in my sleep. I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. I watched beams glitter in the dark near the Tannhauser Gate. All those moments will be lost in time. Like tears in rain. Time to die. Roy Batty. Blade Runner. With great power comes great responsibility. Our greatest thing is just to love and be loved in return. The sordid topic of coin. I'm afraid it's not so simple. You see, the price is different for everyone. Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man. Our people should not fear their government. Government should fear their people. You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. What's your vector? Victor will always be funny, or anything from Airplane really. Seriously, please like and subscribe, and comment something nice for your favorite Reddit slave. You can't handle the truth. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Wilhelm scream. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Wise man say forgiveness is divine. but never pay full price for late pizza. Apostrophe. Oh hi Mark. The ability to speak does not make you intelligent. We are gonna need a bigger boat. Frankly my dear, I don't give a damn. I've got a bad feeling about this. You've got to ask yourself a question. Do I feel lucky? Apostrophe. Well, do ya, punk? So I got that going for me, which is nice. Toto. I've a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. Whoa, you're talking to me all wrong. It's the wrong tone. You do it again. I'll stab you in the face with a soldering iron. When you're ugly and people still love you, it's for who you are, Drax, Guardians of the Galaxy.